Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of Record Store Day, drop number 2. Tom and Nikki here, and I want to thank everybody for all their wonderful and nice comments on our first Record Store Day video. It was really nice of you guys, and as you can see, I'm allowing her back into the man cave, and
I'm so excited
to do another video here. And before we start, Nikki's got an update from the last Record Store Day video, so why don't you go ahead and with that.
So I'm sure everyone is on the edge of their seats.
Right.
I had mentioned last time that I did not get the Jazz Sabbath Volume 2, but I ended up getting it on eBay, and pretty much for, I don't know if face value is the right word, but pretty much what I would have paid for in the store. So that was pretty cool. So I have my Jazz Sabbath Volume 2 to match my Volume 1, and I am looking forward to the 8-minute version of Paranoid on here. 8 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. If you've never listened to Jazz Sabbath, I don't know, pull them up on YouTube and listen to a song. Maybe the 8-minute Paranoid.
Right. Yeah, but anyways, we wanted to do this one sooner, but you know, life gets in the way of making videos sometimes, and we did a little road trip the next day, and then work and all that stuff. So here we are. It's a week later, but anyways, so drop number 2. Obviously last week, and we've been sitting on these regular chairs for a couple years now, and then finally you had the bright idea of getting these
anti-gravity chairs, I think is what they're called.
Right.
Yeah, anti-gravity. So we ended up beautiful, being able to recline, and I think we each slept about 3 hours on these.
Yeah.
Close to it, on these chairs, when normally you're just kind of sitting up uncomfortable and maybe, leaning your head against the dirty glass window to try to get some sleep. So this was really exciting, the anti-gravity chairs.
Right.
And best money we ever spent for Record Store Day.
Right. Plus, I think you did sleep for a couple hours in the car last time.
Yeah, but this was better.
This was better.
Much
Plus,
better.
It was warm. I don't think it dipped under 85.
Yeah.
So
it was nice.
Yeah, it was warm all night long, so not a problem. I got there early because of the McCartney record, so...
Early.
Yeah.
Tell them what time you got there.
Anyways, we ain't going to get into that right now.
6:30 p.m.
We don't need to get into that. But anyways, listen, if you want something, sometimes you got to sacrifice some time to get only 3,000 copies, but we've talked about that before. But anyways...
I didn't get there till 2:30.
Yes.
Like a normal person.
Like a normal person. Slightly normal.
Yeah.
Anyways, I believe probably a lot of people don't think... waiting, all night long for something is not necessarily normal.
It's a business.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, we did get a few things. We each got that we'll show, and then I'll show a couple other things that I've gotten recently. But let's start off with one of yours here.
All right. Let's see. So it's funny. I actually didn't have this one on my radar. I'm really bad about the ones that are various artists on the list. A lot of times I very quickly skim over those, and if nothing jumps out at me, I just keep moving, because there's usually plenty of other things. So Tom mentioned this. He's like, "Oh, are you getting the Bluegrass album?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" So he turned me onto it, and so this is the Bluegrass Sound. I'm going to read this here because I'm not really familiar with this guy. The Bluegrass Sound of Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys. So, I am a lover of bluegrass. I'm not an aficionado per se, but I lived for a long time in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is super duper close, basically at the foot of the Appalachians, and I've been to some bluegrass festivals there. Up where all the hillbillies are, and so I've people bring their own clogging platform to the fest and put them out and clog to the music. It's really cool. So anyway, I was reading about this guy, and it was this was first recorded in 1968. And then not released again until this.
Oh, very cool.
So this was a Record Store Day exclusive. There were only 1,500 copies.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited that I got this one, and I think it's a green.
It's a green vinyl.
Yeah, they called it grass green.
Right.
on the cover or whatever.
Right.
But this is kind of pretty. You know?
It's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the McCartney 3 Target Green, which you know a lot of the fans will know that one. But I do like that.
But it's grass
That's
green.
grass green.
Grass.
Right. But anyways, that's a nice one, and plus that was the only one copy that they had there.
Yeah.
So again, you know, getting there early does pay off.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? So, first one I got, again, this wasn't the one, I wasn't going to pick this up, but again, in the middle of the night, you're looking at the list, and you're going, well, maybe I should pick that one up. Of this movie, and it's a soundtrack for the movie Big Night. Love this one with this is with Tony Shalhoub, right, and Stanley Tucci, two Italian brothers who have a restaurant, and they're in competition with another Italian restaurant nearby, and you know it's
hysterical.
It's hysterical, and you know if you have a brother, you know maybe you know that you can be at odds with from time to time, maybe. Check this film out if you haven't seen it, but I believe it's a crystal clear. They call it vinyl. And I'll just show you there.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I like that.
You know, so there you go.
If you're Italian and you haven't seen that movie, you must get on it right now.
Right. But this did come out in the 90s. I forgot the exact 96. I believe this film came out. But there's some well-known songs on here that you'll know. You know, Mambo Italiano by Rosemary Clooney,
My
though.
faves.
Yeah. You know, so there's some good stuff on here. So yeah, this is the Big Night soundtrack.
Okay.
All right.
I'm next. Very good. Yep. Let's see what I have here. So my next one is Here Comes Fats Domino. Again, I don't know if that would jump out at anybody as being something I would purchase. But I love Fats Domino. Fun fact that maybe everybody knows, but Elvis actually once called him the real king of rock and roll. So I love his music. This one is this was another exclusive. This only had 1,500 copies as well, and I think it was the only one at the store we were at. This was released in 1963 and then again in 1975. So they called it, just a little synopsis, Nashville pop piano blues with countrypolitan vocal chorus. So, you know, it's multifaceted, and that's what I like about him. It's just not him, you know, sitting on a piano, busting out some tunes. There's really some interesting musicality to what he does besides just being pop music.
Right. And it's a nice looking vinyl too.
Yeah, let's take a look.
There you go.
Okay, so we got purple.
Yeah, that's a nice dark purple too.
Yeah, it's different than the purple that I had with that lavender.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I like this one a lot. Yep. Okay, that's Fats Domino.
Excellent. The second must-have for me this record store day, and we should also mention that these were all the leftovers that didn't get pressed in time for the first record store day back in April, which is kind of a good thing because I mean it would have been a massive, you know, we would have had to, you know,
it's a marketing ploy. So what we do is, you know, instead of buying 4 records a piece at record store day to try to keep the cost down, we buy 4 at the first one,
right,
and then we buy 4 more at the drop. So they're good. They get twice their money.
Exactly.
For record store day.
Right. But the next one I got is Prince, or I should say Prince, the Gold Experience from 1995. This is famous for the single "The Most Beautiful Girl in the World," and if you really know Prince, the great song "P Control."
Yeah.
But good album. I don't think it's a great album, but it's a good album. And plus, the Versace Experience, which is what this came out on Record Store Day. I believe it was last year or the year prior too. So I'm kind of glad that they're revisiting this. This hasn't been released since the limited version came out in 1995. So this is kind of a duplicate, but not all the way. So, but I'll show you the gold. It's on gold vinyl. which is kind of nice. I kind of like that purple.
Yeah, no.
It's,
Yeah, Prince. Yeah,
A bunch of the Prince vinyl that has come out was on purple vinyl.
So might as well do this.
But the gold experience, I mean, it makes sense that it's on gold vinyl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do enjoy this album. Like I said, I don't love it as much as some other of his 90s material. But good album nonetheless. So
I love
glad
it when
to
he.
have it.
I love it when he gets these because it's kind of like a bonus album for me because I want to hear it too.
Because you kind of want it anyway. 'Cause you're
Yeah.
a Prince fan as well. So yeah. So that's the gold experience, and that was my number 2 pickup.
All right, so this one is I don't know about my favorite, but I'm really excited about this one. So we have what is it? I forgot. Yeah. Ray Charles, Genius Loves Company. And so what that means, obviously he's the genius and the people he's keeping company with. So this is, it's an album that made it to number 1 on the Billboard 200, and it was 8 Grammys, and then Album of the Year in 2005.
Right.
So so it's pretty exciting. And this is Ray Charles singing duets. It's every single one of the songs on this album is duets. And he sings with Bonnie Raitt, Willie Nelson, B.B. King, just a nice wide variety of different genres that he's singing with those people. So I'm really excited about this. Who wouldn't want to sing with Ray Charles? So I'm a little jealous of these people. But but I think I had something I wanted to say about it. So this one is a 2 LP.
Right.
And there were only 2,000 copies of these, so that's still a small amount. It was a Record Store Day first release, though not an exclusive. James Taylor and Elton John I thought were interesting that those two would sing with Ray Charles. So I'm really excited about this. I'll probably listen to this today, actually.
Yeah, and they only had a couple. They only had a couple of those.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
If you want to grab one of the vinyl.
Were they the same color? I don't remember.
Yeah, they were the same color.
I'm trying to open a Christmas present here.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Is that Nora Jones there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a mustard yellow almost.
Yeah, I got a little yellow action going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. Very
Yeah,
nice.
this is exciting. Yeah, here he is with Bonnie Raitt. Yeah, and then we have Nora Jones. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm excited.
Excellent. Yeah, nice record. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that too.
Yeah.
But I'm a Ray Charles. I'm a casual fan. I mean, I don't really go out and seek his stuff, but if he's playing, it's definitely gonna listen to it and appreciate it for sure. The must-have, the reason why I got there so early. I mean, obviously we already know. This was the Woman and Wives 12-inch single. This was the first ever Record Store Day Song of the Year. So brought more attention to it. Plus, it was only 3,000 copies pressed. Everybody knows this was Woman and Wives. Was on the A side is Paul's version, and on side B was the Saint Vincent remix from the Reimagined album. This was a very nice photo. The front and then the same on the back is really cool. I showed the vinyl already, but if you guys haven't seen that, I'll just show you the classic black. There you go. The McCartney there is the same from McCartney 3. The text anyways. So yeah, very happy to be able to get that. And plus, again, they only had 4 of these.
Yeah.
And ended up having to get, you helped to get one for my partner. No, we don't want to say that. But yeah, they only had 4 copies. So again, 3,000. So all the stuff we got were really limited pressings, except for the Prince one, which was like 5 million copies.
Which is odd, but yeah.
Exactly.
You'd think they'd want to make that, more exclusive.
Yeah. So since this was such a light Record Store Day for us on this one, I figured I just got a couple other things I'll just show. One I'm really excited about because we just last month we got tickets to see Elton John here in
November.
Yeah, in November here at Phoenix, Arizona, and he's going to be at the baseball stadium, Chase Field, for 2 nights. And this was just released as a 50th anniversary, a year late because, I'm sure because of COVID. But this was from the Vinyl Me Please distributor. And they had a new, really cool, colorful vinyl for this. And
Oh, I
There you
like
go.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is for obviously the Madman Across the Water album. Again, one of my favorite Elton John albums. This has the magnificent A side with Tiny Dancer, Leave On, Razorface, and Madman Across the Water. This is an exact replica of the original album. When his albums were reissued a few years back, there wasn't a gatefold here like it was originally, but this one is. So, really cool. Sounds great, by the way. Lastly, a lot of you also know that I'm a huge Olivia Newton-John fan. And last year or 2 years back, so they celebrated the 30th or 40th anniversary of the physical album, and this is the Walmart exclusive purple vinyl, or kind of purple, anyways.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah. So, but love this album. But yeah, it's really light.
Like a pink.
Yeah.
Mauve.
Yeah.
Call that mauve.
Something like that. But again, love this album. It's just funny.
Fun fact.
Yes, go ahead.
When Tom and I were young, we discovered this early on when we were dating. When we were little, I had a huge crush on John Travolta. He had a huge crush on Olivia Newton-John.
Right, go figure.
Obviously, Grease had something to do with it, but still, what are the odds that those were our major crushes when we were young?
You'd probably say our first.
Olivia's really hot too.
Well, she was my first celebrity crush, and I'm sure John was wondering, was John your first?
Yeah, because I liked him on Welcome Back Kotter too.
Yes.
He was pretty suave.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Well, anyways, that's going to do it for this edition of a Record Store Day video. I'm sure we'll be back in November for the Black Friday Record Store Day. So hopefully there'll be some good titles announced for that one soon. And so, anything else you want to add before we take off?
No, it was a good day.
It was a good day. Now she's got to get out of the man cave. I got to get ready
Thank God.
Anyways, no, I love the wife. She's awesome. Anyways, she puts up with a lot, and
I do.
And she's cool about record store. I love the fact that she loves the records just as much as I do, or almost as much.
Yeah, or sits out on a sidewalk in Mesa.
Exactly.
And it's really not a good part of town, guys, that we
that
we sit out on the sidewalk for. But it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and please leave those comments, and we'll be seeing you guys hopefully in November. So take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.